some pillows to start out with if you'd like. And if you have a block or a strap, you could use those, but really just pillows are fine. We're going to start in a chest opening posture. So bringing your mid back to your stack of pillows, and these can be as high as you'd like them to be. We're going to lean back, feel the shoulders open up, chest open up. The feet come together into Supta Baddha Konasana. This is reclined bound angle. If your neck is breaking like mine is, move forward. Get comfortable here. We're going to be here for a couple breaths. If your inner hips are really tight, placing pillows or maybe some tissue boxes underneath of your knees to support them as you open up through the inner groin area, then those are totally tools that can be used here just so you don't have that intense stretching right off the bat. Because as gravity starts to set in, you're going to feel a lot more weight pulling these legs apart. These legs, your legs. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. As you settle in, begin to notice what parts of the body are talking to you. The inside of the hip crease, the lower back body, the shoulders, the neck. Maybe it's weird places that you are surprised are waking up in this position. Maybe it's your feet or your calves. Just notice it. Don't judge it or make assessments as to what's going on. Just relax into this posture. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Relax the skin of the face as you exhale through the mouth. The skin around the eyes loosens, the forehead lets go. The mouth fall open. If you'd like to stay in this position for longer, feel free to pause the video and do so. This is a great posture to do right before you go to bed or wind down for the day. Take a shower, loosen up. We're going to continue on moving our pillows to the side, coming to the center of your mat. Pick the shoulders up and exhale. Put them down. Inhale. Exhale. Begin to move one shoulder and then the other. Forward, up and back. Listen to any creaking or hitches, like I have a hitch in this shoulder. Maybe work that out by lifting that arm and lifting the other. Come back to the center and then move your nose down as if you're drawing a line with the tip of your nose. Just very slowly, you're elongating the back of your neck. Just a careful line is being made with your nose down towards the earth. Your chin starts to come towards your chest. Feel that lengthening in the back of the neck. It seems like such a little movement, but The slower you go and the more you feel into it, the more you start to notice how it affects your shoulders, your back body, maybe even your lower back, maybe even your hips and your pelvis. Feel your pelvis heavy against the earth. Look to your right. Feel a stretch on the side of the neck, on the left side. Move your chin as if your chin is just trying to touch your shoulder, but don't move your shoulder. It's very like, oh no, not me. Look. And bring that to the other side. Slowly come back through center. Don't rush. Really feel the side of the neck. Really feel an elongating, almost from the base of the spine, or a base of the skull, I'm sorry, down the spine. Alright, we'll come back through center. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale. Look up. Inhale, bring both arms up overhead. So if you're carrying something above your head, your thumbs are pointed to the back of the room, your pinkies towards the front. Drop the shoulders. Remember that relaxing we did in our face as you draw your hands down to heart center. And we begin to move to our hands and knees. Knees are hip width apart. Hands are directly below the elbows and the shoulders. Grip down through the fingertips, really root down. Almost make a cupping sensation in your palm. So this part of your palm, where your fingers begin, that's going to be rooted down. The base of the palm is going to be rooted down, but there'll be a slight hollowing in the center of the hand. As you push up, exhale everything as you round the tailbone in towards the pelvis. Inhale, look forward. Shake the tailbone back and forth, loosen the hips up. Feel the throat open up. Just be really gentle with yourself here. Come back to your heels. Place your head on the mat. And relax the shoulders down. Take a breath here. Massage the forehead by rolling the head back and forth. You can even go as far as to go to the temples. Feels really good. Massage that third eye. Center of our intuition and rise up. Draw your shoulders up and back. Link your fingers behind you and just slowly, as if you're being pulled just slightly up and back. Broaden the chest. And now begin to roll forward once again, placing the crown of the head on the earth. Let the knuckles rock towards the ceiling. Don't press too far. You don't want to strain anything in your shoulders, just enough. Coming to front of our mat, standing, and begin to stretch out through the legs, straightening one leg and then the other, so one leg will go bent. You push up through that bent knee, so this becomes a pillar, and this becomes a spring. So it's kind of springing you up, but that pillar of a leg is not moving, so it's not going to allow the other leg to straighten. It's just going to go create a little springing sensation, and then find a static hold with your opposite hand overhead. So say we have got the right foot, the right knee bent, left leg straight, the left hand reaches up, look up towards that thumb, breathe in, exhale, move to the other side, bend the left knee, right arm goes up, look to the thumb, fingertips on the earth, switch. We're opening our chest up. Feel a nice stretch in the lower back body, right along that side, the ribs opening up between the bottom rib and the beginning of the hip bone. Feel that space between it. One more. Come back to center. Let your knees bend generously as you hang your head over. Your arms are loose. You might want to take hold of your elbows and swing them back and forth. On your next inhale, begin to rise up, pressing through those knees. Let your torso be heavy and your vertebrae rolls up one link at a time. Take a moment here to swing your arms back and forth. This may not feel like a super fancy yoga move, but they all are important because it's paying attention to your body that matters. Your body. Feel what your arms feel like to just hang completely loose, just out of the sockets. Bring awareness to the feet. Lift the toes. Feel the balls of the feet, one at a time. Lean back on the heels a little bit. Be careful if you're doing this on a slippery surface that you don't fall. Alright, just keep that slight bend in the knees as you lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, and on an inhale, come to a flat back position, your hands on your thighs. This is one of my favorite postures I recently started doing for my knees. Keeping a bend in the knees, pressing down through the feet. Feel as if your feet, which are about 6 inches apart, from that hip width distance apart, feel as if they're pressing into the mat and trying to separate the mat apart. So they're pulling away from one another. Feel your bottom as you do that. It's going to feel as if it kind of opens up, and it's going to give you a little dip in that back body. Don't thrust down, just move naturally as you feel that pressure. in your feet moving apart, it's going to naturally move your chest forward. And your shoulders back. On an exhale, curl forward as if you're in cat pose. Do a couple more of these. This is a cat-cow variation, standing in a half lift. That's a truck outside. When you're satisfied, release. Come all the way back up. Exhale. We're going to bring the feet just outside of the hips. And you're going to begin to bend one way and then the other. So taking the left leg down, arm down, the left leg, rise, the right hand. Cannot figure out my left and right. Bring the right hand down, left hand up. Coming back to center, place the hands on the low back, fingertips pointed up. Feet are still spread apart as you do a slight back bend. Make sure that chest is lifted. And come all the way forward. Heel toe, feet together, or hip width apart. I always do mine hip width distance apart. We're going to rise up. On an inhale, on an exhale, bring the right hand down behind your back, placed between the shoulder blades, and then turning the left hand to face the back. Reach up for your right fingers. Feel that stretch through the front of the right arm. Feel a stretch through the chest on the left side. Be aware of what your ribs are doing, maybe they're splaying in or out, your butt is moving in or out. Try and keep it in a neutral position. Switch sides. So this time the left arm goes up, right hand comes back and around. Fingers clasp in the back or touch. If they don't touch, that's fine too. Everyone has a different range of motion here. Some people, this is really easy if you're hypermobile. Some people, they're like, this is impossible. I don't understand what's happening. Just figure out what your body wants, not a sharp, painful sensation. It's just that one step before it's uncomfortable. And then maybe you go into that a little bit deeper. Ready? Let go. Bring the hands out to the side in a T. Inhale through the nose. Exhale as you bring the palms towards one another. Just slowly. As if you're pushing air out of a balloon. When your fingertips meet, inhale and begin to draw them out again. On the exhale, pull them back together. See if you can make this be work for yourself. It might not look, if you're throwing your body using momentum and just like throwing those joints out, it's not going to be building the same amount of stretch and length as if you're intentionally spreading. Just think about those muscles slowly letting go. Pay attention to what's happening. When your fingers come all the way out into the T, see if you can feel like you're shooting lightning out of your fingertips. Feel an energetic pull on both sides. And then shake it all out. Do our swinging back and forth, back. Nice. Turn to the front of your mat and inhale, exhale, all the way down. Hands meet the floor as we step back. Remember, hands are shoulders width apart as we bend our knees so we look like a little kid about to jump in a jumping competition. Look towards your knees. Move your chest back. And your arms work as hydraulics, pushing you towards the sky, pushing your tailbone towards the sky as you open to the backs of the legs. And that can look like a down dog like this, like this, like this. Heels don't have to be on the ground. My pillows are in the way, you can't even see my heels. What I was saying was, your heels can be up or down. What it's about is your spine elongating up, your tailbone shoots towards the sky. And that can look like bent knees because we're stretching those hamstrings out. Begin to pedal it out. Inhale forward, exhale, knees come to the mat, feet go off to the left, come down to our bum, abam. And we're back where we started. Baddha Konasana, you can put your pillows back, or you can stay upright and lean forward. Inhaling, you lengthen the chest up and forward. Head goes up, chest goes forward. Shoulders come down. Inhale once more. Exhale. Come back up. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.